Hi everybody at CCIS. We're here today at Satan's Kingdom, which is in New Hartford, Connecticut. It's Easter Sunday. It's about 2 o'clock, 51 degrees, and we're just off the Farmington River over here. And this area, kind of like Devil's Hop Yard, you know, we were on location, Devil's Hop Yard. It's very squatchy here, first of all, but we're right off of a road, and this is here mostly for this river. But this gets its name, Satan's Kingdom, from Connecticut's colonial past. In the late 1700s and early 1800s, this area wasn't quite so fancy and well developed. What would happen is people, some of the less desirable people around town, people that were drinking a lot, and criminals, and back then I guess what you would call homeless, back then just people down and out and on their lucks would come down here, and this was an area where, you know, bad things would happen, and it ended up getting the name of Satan's Kingdom because this is where all the bad people went. This is the kingdom for bad people, and a bunch of church people, different churches in the area came up with this name, and this occurs throughout the Northeast, places like this, Satan's Kingdom and Devil's Holes and stuff like that. So we're here. This general area is kind of squatchy, but this place, I don't know, 2. It gets a 2 on the squatchometer. We're not going to do any howls or anything. We just wanted to stop, go on location, and talk about the history of this area. It's cool. It's a nice bright day. I'm squinting a little bit. But as you can see, this is one of those areas where you can do tubing. And this is a trophy trout area. Some of these spots along this river are fly fishing only, and catch and release. This is one of New England's great fishing areas. We're gonna go over to the kiosk because we love kiosks, and we'll see you over there. Satan's Kingdom. So we're here at this kiosk, and we're not too far from People's State Forest. In fact, this is part of, the forest itself is part of that down here. But again, if you read some of this information here, again, it's pretty derogatory for Native Americans. They say there was a tribal leader, Native American in the area, and his nickname was Satan. Then they mentioned ex-slaves. But I think we're going to go with the general idea that it got its name from people being down and out in their luck. And you know, like we know during COVID, you have to go somewhere, and at least here you had water and fish, and any wood that floats can be dried and burned. And we're going to go on the other side and see what the other part of this says. This lower part is where we are right now, Satan's Kingdom. Now you want to talk about squatch. So this is real squatchy. We get on up in here, People's State Forest. This goes into the Seville Dam, this is all protected land, and this is public forest. But you get the general idea that people can't go here. You can't walk here. And of course, Seville Dam, that was our, one of our first videotaped episode of Seville, the lake monster. But this is a real squatchy area again. There are juvenile Atlantic salmon in here. Here's some of the history of the animals that you're gonna see. But this up in here, this is a solid squatchy area. Just go back, I'm sure we gave it a very high rating, if not a 5, very close to a 5. And we're saying that this is 14 miles of protected area here, and you see some of the animals associated with this: bald eagles, brown trout, otter. Of course, there's going to be rainbow trout, brook trout, and the Atlantic salmon, the king of fish, as far as I'm concerned. The Hitchcock chairs used to be made here in the dams, and the dams are very unfortunate things. I don't really like them much. We're gonna go down further and get a photograph of the gorge. That's a lot of recreational use, kayakers, tubers, and fishermen. So we'll see you down there. I want to tell all my friends, and tell your friends, hey, no glass, no trash. Nemo doesn't want to get drunk. It's Easter, we might later, but Nemo doesn't. Got some appropriate graffiti for a place called Satan's Kingdom. Got a three-eyed, evil-looking Mickey Mouse. So here we are. You guys catch anything today? No? What are you fishing with? What flies are you using? Just curious, for a video.
Nymph fishing.
Nymph fishing. And a lot of different things. Thanks a lot, I appreciate that. Obviously it's a fly fishing hot spot. You can just see for yourself how cool this is. And these woods over here, pretty squatchy. They didn't seem like the kind of guys that wanted to talk about whether they saw any kind of river monster or a squatch. I find fishermen in general don't like when you talk to them. They don't want to give up their spot, what they're fishing with, that kind of thing. So you fishermen, if you see us out there squatching, yeah, we want to take your fishing spot. We do want to know what you're using so we can imitate you and, you know, get the fish that you're not catching. Because, you know, if our CCIS members were trout fishing, the answer would have been like, yeah, we caught so many we over limited and had to let them go. A bunch of salmon, caught a whole bunch of trout, some sturgeon, and a bull shark or two. Almost lost a leg. You know how it is. Hey, we kid around a lot, but we wanted you to know one thing about CCIS. We want you to check us out and send us your reports. We don't send you blurry photographs and say it's Bigfoot or, you know, stuff. What we're sending you is what we're seeing. We don't fake sightings or any of that kind of stuff, and we keep you anonymous. So check us out. We're down here at the beautiful Farmington River in New Hartford, Connecticut. Easter Sunday. It's a gorgeous day. People are out fly fishing and whatnot. We want to encourage you to get out there, send us your evidence and reports, and we will follow up. All right, everybody. CCIS. We'll see you out there. We're on location. This area in here, this here, stretching on up into Barkhamsted and stuff, that's a good 5, you know. You getting them today? His seat? All right. Thanks, bud. He's getting them today. He's going to go check out our CCIS video and see what he's doing. He was fishing with a minnow lure, like a Rapala, pretty big one, so he was after some big monster trout here. We're going to try that ourselves. Thanks a lot. We're having fun today. It's Easter Sunday. We're just out driving. And thanks again for supporting us and our show and what we do. If you have any recommendations or anything, let us know. All right? Bye, everybody. See you on the next site. It's from a whiskey distillery. It says 1826. Slain Irish whiskey. It's a gambling chip. We don't encourage gambling here at CCIS. If you want to gamble with your life and go chase a dog, man.